All right. So everything this month is pretty much geared towards having two parties dated in order for your host, and it's like that every month, right? And there's some tools of our trade that you can use and implement for in-home party. It all starts with the checklist. Remember, keep one and pass it that way. And this checklist is the $1,000 party checklist. And this checklist is really quite awesome to use because it could enable you to walk into a door of a host's home with $200 in prepaid orders, 10 people ready to shop, in a party that you have dated before you even walk in. Now, the gifts that you use for this are not big gifts. These would be extra dating gifts that you have. So like buying a little bit extras of the Ideal Little Bowls, or having, the Tiny Treasures bag, the bigger items out of that. It does not need to be huge. And the more that the host does off of this, I just give them a gift for each one that they did. And I go to the dollar store and I buy a little gift bag for $1 and throw it in there. Because if I walk into the door knowing I have $200 in prepaid orders, that means I've already made $50. And I haven't done anything yet. So I'm going to reward the host. So this is step one, giving them to this when you have your in-home party. And if you're like, Sarah, I just don't have enough stock to be able to do that, just give them 4 of the dating gift. It's $4 for 4 of the Ideal Little Bowls. A set of 3 of them in the catalog is $15. I don't think there's a single host out there that's going to say, no, sorry, I don't need more of those. I have hosts buy them just on their own because they want to have sets for themselves. So it doesn't have to be extravagant. This is meant to be a tool for you to keep datings. Now, if the host has followed this checklist, chances are you're going to have a $1,000 party. But you got to get them the 2 datings to make that happen too. So I do a couple things at my parties. In the middle of the party, when I talk about the opportunity, I give somebody 2 minutes. Somebody is my timer for 2 minutes. If Liz was my timer, she would set her phone for that. I'd give her 200 Tupper bucks for being my helper. Then they get to ask me questions about my job. Even if you don't know the answers, do this game. Because this game is going to help you generate leads on people who want to do parties and people who want to join your team. If you don't know an answer, just say, oh, you know what, that's a really great question. Let me ask my upline, I will get back to you. For every question that they ask, you're going to give them 100 Tupper bucks during that game. When your 2 minutes are up, you have them take that index card that you have at your party, and you have them answer 7 questions. And when they answer all 7 questions, you're going to give them $200 in Tupper bucks. Okay? And the questions are very simple. What did you hear that you liked most about my job? You can recap things like, did you like the trips? Did you like the flexibility? Did you like the fact that I get to set my own hours? And people will write those things because they hear it. Have you ever thought about doing what I do? Yes, no, maybe. Maybe means that you have a soft lead. What would you do with an extra $1,000 this month? If it's to pay a bill, be specific. And I always share with them, when you do 2 parties a week, you have the ability to have an extra $1,000. Number 4, would you like to receive my email newsletter? This is something I do through Tupperware Trends. It's $5.95 a month. The first 2 months are free, and they automatically send out emails to your mailing list. It's a really great reminder that you're always their Tupperware person if you have that. And then they send you a warm call report 24 hours, 72 hours, and a week later of who opened up your newsletter. So then you can use that and say, hey, how you doing? Are you enjoying that? Not, hey, I saw you click on every single thing on my newsletter. How about we do a party because I know you're interested? Because that just looks like you're stopping. You don't want to do that. Number 5, would you be willing to listen to the opportunity? This one is my favorite question to ask because people laugh. The answers can be yes, no, or I can be bribed. I have seen people scribble out no and write I can be bribed. And that's just meeting up with them or having them come to Tuesday night opportunity hour on Facebook, and the bribe can be a citrus peeler. It doesn't have to be anything big. Number 6, would you be interested in earning tons of free Tupperware by hosting a Tupperware party? And number 7, if the host decided to join, would you do a practice party for them? Then I go around and I see who wrote what. So I'll go and I'll collect it from each one and say, okay, here's your 200 bucks, here's your 200 bucks. And then, so let's say Liz, she wrote down yes to number 6. That means she wants to do a party. I go, yay, we're having a party! And you get all excited. And I have a clipboard that has my dates. I have a 3-week dating calendar. I have a clipboard. I would hand that to Liz. She gets first pick. Okay? Then I went to Tammy, and Tammy wrote no. And that's okay. I just give her the $200. Then I went to Jan, and she wrote maybe. So you know what you get, Jan? You get the $200 for filling out the card, and then I'm going to give you $100, $200, and I rip one of the $100 bills, $50, because I gave her $500. You get the other half when you decide to have a party. So, and that part makes it funny because, oh my gosh, that lady just ripped up money. And I tell them, don't worry, I make more of it at home. The Treasury Department doesn't know. So that's that part of the game. Now, if I get 2 or 3 datings off of that, then I don't do the Smidget game. If I only get 1 dating, then I do the Smidget game, because you're never through unless you date 2. So the Smidget game has slips in it, and the slips that are in it are one of 3 things. They're going to say 200, 300, or 1,000 plus you and me. The way I started off is like this, and I'm going to just demonstrate it as if I was at a party, okay? All right, so now we have my favorite little bowl from Tupperware. It's called a Smidget. Isn't it cute? I've had people join just because they want to get some of these. It's really quite cool. So, what would you put in it?
Oh, I keep my earbuds in mine.
Earbuds? Okay, good. 100 Tupper bucks. What else?
Earrings.
100 Tupper bucks. What else? Good. 100 Tupper bucks. Anything else?
Dressing.
100 Tupper bucks. Anything else?
Target bag.
You're right. You're gonna get 200 Tupper bucks because that is pretty awesome. You can actually stick a whole Target bag in here.
Don't say.
Yes, you can. And then I usually demonstrate it because they never believe it. I feel like I'm doing a magic trick every time. So then inside of here, I actually have one of 3 slips of paper. One says $200, another says $300, and the last says 1,000 plus you and me. Guess what you get? You get to have a party with me. And if you're not this goofy, that's okay. Just be goofy for that little bit. Because people like to laugh and giggle. And then what you're going to do is you're going to say something like, but you know what? If you would rather chew off your arm and give it to a shark than have a Tupperware party, that's okay. You can pass, because whatever is in here, I'm going to honor. When it says 200, 300, I'm going to give you that much in Tupperware bucks, and we're going to play the auction. When it says 1,000, you're going to book a party, and you're going to help our beautiful host, Katie here, be able to get free and half off stuff too. And then what you're doing is you're looking around the room for people who are actually looking at you. Because this is the part of the party where their paper just looks really fascinating to them. Because they don't want to have eye contact if they have no intention of dating a party. But the ones that are smiling, like Katie is smiling at me, I'm going to go to her first and say, would you like to take a chance and see me again at a party? All right, so you take a Smidget. How about you, Liz?
Sure.
Tell me no.
No.
Okay, that's okay.
Maybe? I can't do
Oh,
it, maybe?
you can take one.
Oh, let's hope.
All right, so before you open it up, if you know for sure you're booking a party no matter what, tell me now, and I will double whatever's inside. So if you
Do
know,
we have to have 2 parties?
no,
Oh.
you don't have to have 2 parties, but you do get $2,000 if you have it on there.
I'll book it now. I'll book it now for that.
Oh, she's gonna book it now. So we got our second party. Woohoo! How about you two? Are you guys gonna get your double of your money,
Sure.
or are you gonna take a chance?
I'll do it.
You're gonna do it? Okay, so we got another party. Do you want to just take a chance, or do you want to double?
I'm just gonna take a chance.
All right, so go ahead and open.
Wish me luck. Wish me luck. Yeah, if I get that.
And what's this yours say?
1,000 plus you and me.
Okay, good.
I have like 200.
Oh, you know what? You booked a party, so I'm gonna give you 1,000 anyway. So you're gonna have $1,200.
Yes! 300.
300. All right. So, and you're gonna get 1,300 too. All I need back is the paper. But all that you do is you take the papers back. I throw them back in here, and the person gets to keep the Smidget. Now, if Jan gets $1,000 and then she says, you know what? I really can't do a party. She doesn't get to keep the Smidget. What I do then is I say, well, you know what, Jan? It's okay, because I know you're just thinking about it right now. I'm going to put this aside, and when we do checkout, we'll check in then. And don't worry, Tammy, I'm going to ask you if you want to book a party anyways, because everybody deserves to have free and half off Tupperware. And I tell that to everybody ahead of time so that they have their nose ready. Because it's important for you to ask everybody at checkout if they want to join your team and if they want to book a party. Even if they tell you no twice, pretend you're that flight stewardess that's asking everybody if they want pop, water, or cookies at the airline. They're not going to go to the back of the cockpit and cry because somebody in 3C did not take cookies. Say yes? Yes. And you know you get 10 no's for every yes. So that's what the Smidget game is. If you don't like the Smidget game, you don't have to do it, but do some kind of dating game. I like the Smidget game because it's fun and it's easy to do, and people want these. There's going to be people that'll say, you know what? I don't want to do a party, but I'll buy one of these from you. Don't sell them. This is your dating tool. This is your best friend. Then at the end of the party, what I do is I always give a Smidget to the host, and it has 3 coins in it. The 3 coins are a quarter, a nickel, and a penny. And I hand the quarter to the host, and I say this quarter represents the 25% commission that I make with every party and every order. The nickel is for when I do 3 parties in a month, I get an extra 5% bonus. And with the penny, I can help you save money with Tupperware or earn money with Tupperware. Thank you so much for having me. Your friends and family are awesome. So I end every party. When you do it that way, you consistently will date parties. It may not be 2 every time, but then you can follow up with outside orders that couldn't come and see if they would like to get the attendance special because maybe they didn't know about it, or book parties off on your side, on the side too. If the host really wants to have the host bonus, they will find you the second party because they get motivated.